All right, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a serious piece of hardware from Harman, the DBX640V. Our goal here is to really get past the spec sheet and understand what this thing actually does in a commercial setup.
Absolutely. And what you're looking at here is basically the heart of a modern commercial sound system.
The heart, okay.
Yeah, think about a place with multiple zones, like a big retail store, maybe an office.
A cafe, a back room.
Exactly. You've got music, paging, maybe announcements. The 640V is the brain that has to juggle all of that at once, and it has to do it well.
Okay, so let's start with the basics then, the core function. It's a 6x4 router, 6 inputs, 4 outputs.
That's it.
And looking at the inputs, you've got 2 switchable mic or line inputs on Euroblock connectors, which makes sense. But then you have 4 RCA inputs. And I have to ask, why mix consumer-grade RCAs with Pro connectors? Doesn't that risk the audio quality?
That's a fair question, and it really it reflects reality. The Euroblocks are for your permanent, professional gear. But installers are always running into consumer stuff, a satellite receiver, a specific media player. The RCAs let them connect that stuff easily without hunting for adapters. It just makes the job scalable.
So it's about practical flexibility.
It is. And they even have an analog input bus so you can link multiple units if the job gets bigger.
That flexibility is key. But where it gets really interesting for me is how it manages priority. The routing module must be critical there.
Oh, it's everything. It's not just about picking a source for each zone. It's built to handle what they call source ducking for paging.
Ducking. So if a page comes through to the back office,
the music in that one zone automatically lowers, the page cuts through clean, and then the music comes right back up. It's seamless.
Yeah.
And it doesn't disrupt the other zones.
Okay, let's shift gears to processing, because that system clarity is just essential.
Right.
The source material highlights this whole suite of tools just for the paging mics: gating, compression, feedback suppression. I'm curious about de-essing, though. What problem is that actually solving on a PA mic?
We've all heard that harsh, tinny page in a store.
Oh, yeah. That sharp S sound.
That's exactly it.
Right.
De-essing targets those sibilant sounds and smooths them out. It makes the voice sound so much clearer, less jarring. You combine that with their advanced feedback suppression, the AFS, and suddenly you can place mics in places you couldn't before without that awful squeal.
And then there's this other sonic feature they mentioned, auto-warmthy. I need to understand that better. It says natural low-frequency extension.
Okay, think about your home stereo. When you turn the volume way down, the bass seems to just disappear, doesn't it?
Yeah, the sound gets thin.
Auto-warmth prevents that. It was co-developed with JBL, and it intelligently adjusts the EQ so the audio keeps its richness and its low-end fullness, even at very low volumes. It's perfect for, say, a high-end restaurant where the background music has to be quiet but still sound premium. It's true high fidelity, all the way down to the DBX Type 4V converters they use.
So you have pristine sound, flawless routing, but, power is nothing without control. How do people actually use this system?
Well, it's a two-pronged approach, really. For the end user, the employee, there are these simple wall panel zone controllers. They just walk up, turn a knob for volume, or press a button to change the music source. Super easy.
And for the person setting it all up?
That's where the Zone PRO Designer software comes in. It has this intuitive setup wizard that walks the integrator through the whole configuration, but the real game changer is built right into the box.
The real time clock.
Exactly. This lets you program system changes to happen automatically.
So you could, for example, have the volume increase during peak hours and then lower itself in the evening.
Or automatically switch from satellite radio to an in-store promotional loop at 2 p.m. every weekday. It takes the burden off the staff. The system just runs itself reliably. And of course, you still have deep processing on every output EQ, limiters, delay to fine-tune each zone perfectly.
So when you boil it all down, what this really means for you is that the DBX640V is designed to be this ultimate set-it-and-forget-it control center. It maximizes how your system sounds with smart processing like auto-warmth, and then automates its behavior with that dynamic scheduling.
And that actually brings up a really interesting final thought. If you consider that programmable real-time clock, what kind of dynamic commercial environment is truly unlocked by that? Go beyond just simple background music. Think about how things like seasonal transitions, rush hour adjustments, or even complex multi-day events are fundamentally simplified when the clock itself is running the entire audio show.